Uh, I'm going to be discussing about several sports teams, and I haven't watched any for at least 10 years. So let's discuss about Sounders and let's see. I think this goes. Let's move on to there's a pop. Oh, Lemons. All right. So the Sounders is a soccer team in Seattle. If I recall, it's actually a very recent expansion team. That's all. They had they had one one. So what else? Um, oh, lemons. So lemons are a citrus fruit that is often compared to limes and oranges. Um, it's very sour. Some people appreciate it over. Some people like it over limes. Some people like it over orange. All right, let's see. Discuss. Um, I think what I need to original. The word original. So, original is a word that typically describes as the origin, the source. The only thing is, excuse me. The thing is that it's like we could discuss um um plagiarism, not necessarily plagiarism, more like adaptations to certain things, right? So, um, say you're comparing a typical Cinderella book to the first Cinderella book written by Christina. I don't know if you wrote that. How does Christopher Anderson like? I don't think that was the first. He wrote a bunch of fairy tales and that. So origin might be like taking the source of his works, right? Where if his wasn't the first original ones, they were in the secondary, then perhaps the word original is a lot more um, pronounced with that. So, all right, let's move on to a different topic. Let's discuss Yosemite and Yellowstone National Parks. Yosemite is in California, and Yellowstone is like around Wyoming and Montana, or something like that. Um, they are known to be not protect. They're parks that you should be approached with caution if you're a novice of hiker. So, um, that is even experienced hikers can struggle, get into dangerous situations. So, let's discuss Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is um, a, a, a channel devoted to cartoons. It has been compared to Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and PBS Kids. So um, there's quite a bit of opinion comparing these different TV channels. Let's see. Let's Um, oh, Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones is a rock band, a heavy metal rock band that um, is like in the 1980s or 1990s. Uh, that's that. What else? Pink Floyd um some is a more recent um, music group slash band. Let's see. Alright, I'm kind of running out of ideas. Let's just let's let's see. I could expand upon um. So the thing is um that let's say you were to visit these places, right? Yosemite, Yellowstone, um, you know, um, or maybe you listen to some, music groups. You have to keep in mind, like, you have to keep in mind, like, the, that that if you were to listen to these, you put some energy in of your life to these ventures. Um, like for instance, um, like um, because it is a bit of investment, right? It's just that, um, for instance, you know, a television takes up space, right? And you have to keep in mind the risks. If you're driving to Yellowstone or Yosemite, you know, and you're not like, if you don't live next to it, then you're gonna have to drive there, and there's a risk of getting a car crash. Um, it's like a lot of people like road trip, you know, like um, you might have a friend that's afraid of airplanes, and this is their alternative when it comes to. So there's that. Like you pick Yellowstone or Yosemite over other national parks. Like you might pick it because you live in a nearby the state that borders there, which makes sense to go to. And you just like, um, it's like you don't have to go there, you know. You can always find a nearby convention of some hobby, or meet up with friends um, at one person's house. Like you know, it's like when you're trying to think of an activity, right? It's just you have to keep in mind that that it's like there's like a risk involved, right? I already mentioned the risk of driving, and not only driving, but if you're hiking in these areas, it's you can be prepared for all you like, but there's some people who, and then the casualties can be, you know, could last for the rest of your life. So, there's that. I do feel sorry for those who've experienced casualties in Yellowstone and Yosemite because it affected them for the rest of their life. So, or at least their injury may take months to recover. So, there's that. And not only that, you're gonna spend like hundreds of hours watching Cartoon Network. Was it worth it? Yeah.